we doing, YouTube? Steve here. Oh, it is Tuesday. I'll turn that air down a little bit. Might not be quite so loud for you. Tuesday, the 18th. About 8 o'clock, not quite 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I didn't do a video yesterday. I added a load. I don't know if I mentioned that there was a shorty, a direct load that picked up at where the heck did it pick up at? Whitestown? Frankfurt. Picked up at Frankfurt and delivered in also yesterday morning that I added on, and then I went and picked up one of these little Syracuse shorties, Syracuse to South Elgin, and it paid okay. It made an okay day. It wasn't. What was it? I'll tell you exactly what it was. $504 to run that Frankfurt to Allsup, and then these are paying $439. These little South Elgin to Syracuse to South Elgin, which isn't quite enough, but yesterday was an okay day. I was not quite 1,000, so that was good. But the bad part is to make the times work, because I have to be in Syracuse, Indiana, before 2 o'clock their time, which is 1 o'clock the correct time. Central time is what I am. That is the correct time. Everybody else's time is the wrong time. But I had to be there by then. Well, so I don't know what the deal was, but they shipped like 6 or 7 of those loads yesterday, and I don't know if I got the first one of the day, but I got close to the first one, because it said it was a live unload, and it went to another Frito. But when I got to that Frito, she said, I don't know why they put that on there. We never live unload JB Hunts. This place is in Allsup. There is a Frito, and you go to a drop yard, which is almost kitty corner across the street. Not right across the street, but almost. And that was where I went my very first day for these guys. That's where I went to get an empty. And I went to the office, which you don't need to go to, because there's a guy at the drop lot who can sign your bills, who does it. So I need to remember that in the future. But and what I was afraid of, or one reason I left early and got one of the first ones, was because I needed to make sure I had my appointment time right for the second load of the day. But the other reason, and this was equally as important, I wanted to make sure they still had empties, because if they had 6 or 7 of these things, who knows when they were going to unload them. You could have been one of those later loads and got over there and not had no empties. Then I'd have been scrambling for an empty to try to get to Syracuse. Well, long story long, I had to leave at 3 in the morning, or just I got up at 3 and left a little bit after, because Frankfurt is on fast time. So my appointment time was like 5 to 7 or something like that, to go pick up that load. When I wanted to be there early to make sure it all worked out okay. I don't want to have any issues. They actually had on the thing, on the stupid tablet, they had a live unload on both sides. Something's right. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not right. But anyway, so by the time I got an early start yesterday, and by the time I got home, I'll be honest with you, I was whipped. It was hot, and that was a long day. I mean, it was only 12 hours, so it wasn't that long a day, but I just went right in the house and sat in the air like a big fat hog. Well, I went and did I did chores and stuff like that, but heck, I was in bed last night by 6 o'clock, I think, because I got up this morning. I run these things pretty early too. I try to leave home with these things by 5-ish at the latest, because I want to beat that traffic coming on 294 where that construction is. But now it's got me getting back to Syracuse to pick up one for tomorrow at 12:30. They're fast time too. Syracuse is. But that's just about right, because that appointment is from 11 until 2. But being a little bit late is better than being early, because a lot of times they're still pulling the product. They'll pull those product for, there's like 22, each skid is a bill, pretty much. So you got to sign like 22 bills. Well, if they don't have all the product pulled and shrink wrapped on the skid, you're kind of early. So it really works better to be a little bit on the late side of that appointment window than it does on the early side. Because yesterday when I was there, heck, I had to go to 2 different buildings, and I still wasn't there 30 minutes. So then I bounced over here this morning, and this Wayfair, this comes to Wayfair in South Elgin. They're very nice, always have empties, easy to get in. They're easy to get in and out of. 294 and 290 isn't always easy. And then I got construction again going back across on 8094 in Indiana. So that'll be backed up a little bit. Hopefully not too bad. But anyway, so I got these for all week. One a day, 5 of them. I'll deliver one Saturday morning. They're really, I'm not going to say there wasn't any longer freight, because there was some okay. I don't want to say they were okay. And probably would have paid a little bit better than this. Actually would have paid a little bit better than this. But then I was going to have to stay in the truck all week. Not all. I didn't want to stay in the truck on these hot nights. Either I gotta let the truck run, or I gotta let the APU run. I said, you know what? It's going to be flat, miserable hot. I'm just going to stay at home every night, and my air conditioner running. Because even the night times aren't cooling down that much. Next week's supposed to be cooler again. So I'll run a couple longer ones next year till I get my plate for my trailer, and then maybe we'll do some hopper work then. But anyway, yeah, just kind of a quiet, doing shorties this week at JB Hunt. I need to though. I got to get my insurance changed over with this, because I know I'm going to do some JB Hunt even after I get my hopper fill-in work, and I don't want to be paying that $25 for the trailer insurance through them. So, because like doing these things, if I was to do these all it's $25 a bill. So, I mean, if you take a trailer across the country, it's $25. If you take a trailer once a day, like I've been doing, it's $25 a day, which is really expensive. But anyway, well, we're at 9 minutes. I just wanted to update what's doing here. Just shorties, locals today, or this week. Nothing exciting. But anyway, God bless everybody, and we will talk again soon. I hope everybody's having a good week. And try not to be out in the heat too bad. It'll be winter before you know it, and then we can complain about the snow, but at least the construction will be slowed up. All right, God bless everybody.